Alrighty, welcome to the first episode of All Around Sports Talk. I'm your host, Renai Allen. I've been a sports person from birth, really, and I always wanted to start a podcast to bring across my opinion on certain sports. We'll be giving you a variety of sports on this podcast, but today we're going to talk about Jamaica versus USA. From the game last night, the game was pretty interesting. I haven't watched Jamaica in a while, maybe the last 6 months or so. I think we played a few friendlies before the World Cup. So, seeing the refreshed squad, first time watching the team with the new coach. And there were one or two things that was impressive. There are certain stuff that could have been done better, and we'll talk about all that. But the first topic I want to touch on is I want to big up the ballers who I thought played pretty well last night. So number 3, Lambert, I think he was the best player on the pitch between him and Damian Lowe. But number 3, I was really impressed with Lambert. I was really impressed with number 2. I don't remember his name right now, but he will get back to me. But yeah, number 2 is the right back. He played well. Apart from the goal, I mean, that's understandable. Ball coming across, your teammate was going to catch it and then it touch you. And it was so unfortunate that it fell right to the USA player and he started it home. But in football, it's one of those things. We shouldn't have been in that position, though, to be conceding in the 87th minute and then coming out only with a draw. But that seems to be the way of Jamaican football. We always seem to concede goals in the last couple of minutes of the game. I don't know if it's a concentration problem or what, but the coach needs to work on that. So continuing with the big ups, I was really impressed with Antonio and also Demarai Gray and Bobby Reid. So I think those 5 players really stood out to me. Bobby Reid on the right wing, interchanging with Antonio. For a few moments, Demarai Gray was, especially in the second half, I don't know, they weren't really playing the ball on his side. He was probably wondering what kind of ball game them money are playing. Because I think Jamaica was playing a little too fast in the final third. There's a thin line between playing fast and playing a little too fast. And I think they were playing a little too fast for my liking. But that's something that the coach will work on, I'm sure. And so I want to touch on Leon Bailey. I don't know. I've never watched him in a good game for Jamaica. Like, I remember his first game when he finally decided that, all right, he's going to represent Jamaica. I went to watch that game in person. And from that day, I think that was 4 years ago, somewhere there. From 4 years ago till now, I haven't seen a game in Jamaican colors where Leon Bailey has impressed me. But I don't know. I think he's trying to overdo it sometimes. I don't know if he's still trying to prove to Vin Blaine that he's not an ordinary player. But Bailey, you need to just just do the basics right. You don't need to prove nothing to nobody. You play for Aston Villa. More often than not, you're a starter. So you don't really need to prove to Jamaica, say, you're a footballer. Yes, we know you have skills. Yes, we know you have a talented left foot and thing. But just get back to the basics. Especially when you have on the black, green and gold. Just get back to the basics. Because that are your downfall right now in the Jamaican team. As I said before, I don't know if you are trying to prove to the rest of them. The new man them will come in our squad say, yeah, you are the man. But I just need to take a step back and get back to basics because even last night, we did on a counter and Antonio there to your left, Bobby Reed. Was it Bobby Reed? I think it was Bobby Reed or Demar. I don't know, rewatch the footage. But the simple pass was to give the ball to Antonio. And Bailey had tried dribble a beat 1, 2, and 3 man. And then end up lose the ball. So as I say, we get the counter right and Bailey have Antonio to him left. And I think it was Demar Gray to him right. And instead of the man pass the ball to Antonio, the man a shift. Think him shift about 3 man, 5 man before him end up lose the ball. And shortly after that, America score. But I don't really blame Bailey for the loss still, but boy, it don't look good when he play for Jamaica. So hopefully in the future, there's better things to come. Bailey needs to understand, say, yes, he's a talented footballer and everybody at Jamaica knows him talented. So him need to ease off of the proven thing. But first game that with the new team, new coach and everything, and like when we see, even though we never create that much of chances, but and next thing too, the long ball thing. We need to, I don't know when that I will cut out at Jamaica football, but the long ball thing, boy, it kill we. Anytime Damon Lowe get the ball, him boy make me nervous. Him have some true pass there when I go to nobody at all. Like the man just get the ball and I say, boy, somebody must get it. You see me? Him and Mariapa just a kick with the ball and boy, I can't understand 2023 why Mariapa still I'm at the team. But I guess as a veteran, maybe they might try to win the Gold Cup, so them just say, alright, we're going the veteran. I truly believe so we can win the Gold Cup. Hopefully we use them 3 group games here for gel. We have Trinidad coming Wednesday. So Trinidad just beat St. Kitts 3-0. And me have a Trinidad bridging where tell me say, boy, Jamaica, we're not a real team, man. So we're just full of rejects. So we have a piece of beating for Trinidad. So we need to work on we have 2-3 days before we face them. Coach needs to work on something. So cause we can't afford to lose to Trinidad. Can't afford to that the man there. I come banter me. Cause Trinidad are on our side, man. But we're not getting into the Trinidad thing right now. Cause Jamaica just give it 3 points. And Trinidad have 3 points on the board. So points per board account. And next thing too, the coach, I don't really like the overall team setup. If we're gonna play a 4-4-2, honestly, when I see how Bailey I make the team, if you're gonna play a 4-4-2. Because when I use Shamar Nicholson, Antonio up front, night 2. And then you have Demar on the left, Bobby on the right. And the 2 midfielder them, Lati Bodier and Lambert in the middle. So if you're gonna play a 4-4-2, coach, that simply means play Bailey out of his favorite position and out of a position where he's known for excel. So if it's a case where Bailey have to play, you need to look into either you're gonna drop Bobby Reed and play Bailey on the wing and start Shamar Nicholson, or you play Bobby Reed up front, which in fact there's a Bobby Reed start off him career since him go Fulham and thing. The coach two them have Mitrovic and Vinicius him have to play up on the wing. So if you want more that try if it switch that. And the coach take too long to make two change last night because we could have said the man them tired and him not make no change until USA score. Him remind me of Tuchel. I thought Tuchel is stubborn too. Tuchel now make no change, no care how things bad out there. So the coach here, him need to work on him substitution because substitution them did at least 5 to 10 minutes late. But it's a good look up and coming for Jamaica. We have 1 point. And an ideal day would have happy for a point against USA, but seeing that USA disrespect the Gold Cup and send only probably a C side. And last night, would have said we have the better of them, even though them have most of the ball, but USA never really looked like scoring. I mean, big up Andre Blake. Brilliant goalkeeping from him. But I guess 1 point is better than 0. But we'll see how I go for the next game now. So just leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts. As I say, I'm not here to bash anyone. We're just try to give some constructive criticism. So leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. And look forward to more from this podcast. I'll try to just give my honest opinion on sports.